let's talk about your business drivers that inspired you to consider doing your business offshoring here in the Philippines.
Yeah. The big end of town has been outsourcing for decades. I wanted to be able to give that small to medium growing business owner in Australia the opportunity to also have the same benefit for outsourcing. So I actually wanted to make sure that when people were employed here in the Philippines, they would be in modern working places, so air-conditioned modern offices, that they were going to be paid correctly, and that the working environment was conducive to producing really good work, because, that's going to help the clients at the end of the day.
What would you say are the top 5 challenges that you've faced in your business so far?
I could only choose 2 when I could think of what were my top 5. The main challenge was to build rapport over Zoom. I was in Australia having to recruit and manage team members here in the Philippines, all virtually. So it was very much getting that vibe that I have and that influence to come across on a Zoom meeting. And then the second challenge, which is again no longer a challenge, was actually finding the right business partner here in the Philippines that I trusted to look after my team. And so that was one of my key challenges earlier on in my business, but I'm very happy here now.
How do you assess the benefits of offshoring for clients or future clients in terms of cost savings and the quality of talent compared to sourcing talent locally in Australia?
Yeah, there's cost savings no matter what. When I'm speaking to my clients and they're considering whether outsourcing is for them or not, I'm looking at their business structure now and where they want to be in 12 months' time and who they've got in place in Australia, all of the job processes.
So what are sort of roles that you're actually sourcing from the Philippines when you first started out? What would you say has changed over the years?
I think the talent post-COVID is a lot larger, but certainly the roles that people are outsourcing haven't changed all that much from my perspective.
So let's talk about the process for selecting and training offshore talent. How do you go about it to ensure that, they meet the needs and standards of the various industries that you work on?
One of the first things I do when I'm sitting down with a client is obviously get a gauge of their business. I'm going to get a gauge of where they are now and where they want to be in 12 months' time. But if you find somebody that matches your workplace culture, that's the X factor, that the rapport that has to be built because they're here and you're over there is so much easier. So it's finding the same match, I guess, for a team member to be able to infuse themselves into the team that exists in Australia. And that's what it's all about. Clients don't want that churn and burn. They don't want to be retraining somebody every 12 months.
Can you share your long-term vision for offshoring business, and how does the partnership with BSA align with the company?
I want to obviously be working with more small to medium growing Australian businesses. That's my little niche. What I love about BSA, their recruitment team get me, they get my vibe. I'm able to give them the vibe of the client. So I know that my team here are always going to be looked after. And therefore they're going to produce and do great work for my